Boom, we are live. Jonathan Ramlikhan Fight Bananas here with Platinum Mike Perry, the brain genius behind Dirty Boxing Championships, got Platinum Tequila, the king of violence himself. My man, how you doing today?
Hey, brother, I'm doing well. Excited for our upcoming event this month. August 29th, Dirty Boxing 3 is taking place. If you can't make it live to the hangar in Coconut Grove, then we'll be free on YouTube. So go check us out, man. Give us some views. Enjoy the show. It's going to be very exciting, very action packed, very fast paced, and I'm sure there will be some incredible knockouts.
Oh, absolutely. Last time I think it was 7 or 8 out of the fights had finishes, right? So really exciting card from top to bottom. I want to get your reaction, right? Because last time out, I believe it was around 80,000 concurrent viewers versus a UFC card that was free on television. What's been your reaction just to the explosive growth and the massive response to Dirty Boxing Championships?
Um, it's very exciting. I'm happy to, you know, I'm happy to have like created this new sport. We're in our own lane. We have a showcase of action that really fits the viewers' wants and needs, and it's all action at all times. It's otherwise if it's split up for 2 seconds for the referee to stand them back up and then continue the action. These heavy hitters right here, this is going to be a banger. It's our first title fight ever. Homegrown guy, kind of, in Rob the Wolf Perez takes on, UFC veteran and last main event winner in Jairzinho Rozenstruik for the first ever heavyweight title fight in Dirty Boxing. Um, Wolf is a brash guy who, he puts it all on the line. He talks that trash. He comes forward. It's all action. And Jairzinho is a very dangerous character as well. So, these two are going to clash for sure. 100%. Like, that's the whole point. And, it's going to be exciting.
100%. And I want to get your thoughts on it. Obviously, you can't be too biased being in the position that you're in. But like you said, the Wolf 3-0 in Dirty Boxing so far. Jairzinho coming off the main event win. What are your predictions for that fight? Like, who do you think gets that one done?
Oh man, I can't. Oh my goodness. I could not pick. Obviously being honest, brash, I'd have to say Jairzinho looks like a fair choice, I hope the Rob the Wolf just screams in my face again if he can get the win. Rob's very exciting to root for because he's such a character and it's really who he is. And he pours passion into this. Like, he wants this so bad. He's training every day, a couple times a day. He works so hard. And but sometimes that doesn't matter when there's talent and skill or whatever. And Jairzinho is a cool character. Like, he keeps his cool, but he's very powerful. And it's definitely going to be one to watch. I kind of, if I said something that upset Rob, like, hey, I think maybe Jairzinho's going to get it with the experience and everything, I think a lot of people would say that. But maybe I'll upset Jairzinho and say a little bit, I'm kind of rooting for the Rob the Wolf, but whoever I root for, it's usually bad for them, or like not as good, because like I don't know. I like to root for an underdog. I think a lot of people do, and it's going to be exciting. So, and Rob wants to spar me the week of the fight. When I get down there to Miami, I told Rob, I was like, all right, we'll finally do it this time. Like, I'm going to go spar with him. I don't know how I can help him mimic Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I'm not 6'3" or whatever and 265 pounds. So but I'm going to just use my speed and run away from Rob and, and see what happens.
Yeah, you might have to hit the tanning booth a little bit too to try to catch up to Jairzinho as well. But no, I'm right there with you, man. Like you said, historic fight. Jairzinho's coming in. Obviously, you don't have kicks in DBX, but he has the kickboxing experience, so the technical experience is there. He's sharp. He knows how to play his range very well. But like you said, Rob's coming in, man, and he just knows the sport a little bit too. He has the experience of this rule set under his belt, which I think, in my opinion, with a sport that's so fresh, plays a big factor is the experience in that rule set too. And yeah, I know you were talking on commentary last time. A lot of your boys didn't have the fight go their way necessarily, but it's always good just to have those exciting moments regardless. So obviously this is a historic fight coming up August 29th, 4 weeks from today. If you're not watching it live in the Grove, make sure you're watching on YouTube. But we have obviously a long future ahead for the growth that we've seen so far. 5, 10 years from now, what do you want the goal for Dirty Boxing to be?
Wow, it's not the first time I've gotten that question. I should really start thinking more about it. We just want to have fun with it and enjoy some entertainment in a way that we want to see it, and when it comes to technique and rules, because we already saw advance between DBX 1 and DBX 2, the fighters saw more of the show and the action and the rules, and they were much more strategic in DBX 2, in my opinion. And then, just did the same thing. He just comes out, guns blazing, and it's a rough night when he's in there. He's like a wrecking ball. So I think we'll see even more strategy in DBX 3, but in a small ring and this fighting style, you're guaranteed action. We have a very high paced knockout rating. We're at like 70-80% on knockouts of 10, 11 fights on the card. You're getting 7 or 8 knockouts, and people are putting it on the line. They're doing full camps for this. They're training hard for it. We're signing guys to the company to be loyal to us, and we're loyal to them. We're paying some people's bills, and they're having a great time, and we're giving them a great platform to really promote themselves and anything else that they want to promote, getting sponsors and other things in the deals. So it's all about what options you have when you're a fighter and what you do with those options. And you have more leeway here with Dirty Boxing to promote yourself and your companies in a better way, and then show the people a good time with an exciting, entertaining fight. And it's not just all strategy. You can't just go all strategy, I'm not even going to talk about MMA, so just excited to see these things come together. The main event heavyweight will be great. We got Phil Hawes fighting Yuli Diaz. That's going to be a great fight. We got this Georgia cat, like Georgia, not the state of U.S., the Georgia, the country. This cat, he fought last time, and our ratings actually spiked. They were following him along big time, and I've been seeing him training with some guys that got some big opportunities coming. He's been working with some great people, and he's coming back on the card to face someone who's also got a win or two under us. And then there's more. There's other stacked matchups. We got the Claudia Zamora versus Jessie Jess on this one. So Jessie Jess is coming back. And Claudia, she's just short in her last DBX fight. And, it was a decision. And she put on a heck of a battle. And, she's been going in. So with this opportunity of facing a name like Jesse Jess, you're gonna be in for a good fight. So I think, and that's just a couple matchups. Like we got more, and it's gonna be so stacked. It's gonna be a great night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if Milos Janicic was the one that you were talking about, but he had a great fight of the night time out at Dirty Boxing. So excellent fight by him. And like you said, for these fighters, especially in today's days and age, branding is so key. Being able to have that digital and online presence and being able to promote yourself. So I think it's awesome that you're giving these fighters a platform. So for the future of Dirty Boxing, obviously former UFC fighters, you're getting some of those guys to come out here. I think the guy who fought Jorginho was a former Muay Thai guy as well, right? So when it comes to the pipeline for Dirty Boxing, what does that look like for you? Like, are you also trying to get younger talent for people that will become pure Dirty Boxing fighting championship fighters down the line?
Well, I mean, we got our homegrown. I say homegrown. He was kind of blowing himself up. He's been brash and talking in the combat game for some time with Rob the Wolf. He's a bit of a company grown guy with us, being 3-0, and he just keeps coming back, and he just wants more and more and more. He did a little power slap. He did some other fights, some boxing maybe. But this is the platform that's really given him the chance to shine. And he has taken it full force and just not slowed down. So, he's one of our homegrown guys that's really getting an opportunity here against a great former UFC fighter. So, he's just looking to blow himself and the company up, and do the most with it what he can. And same, for other guys like the Georgia cat you named. I can't remember his name. I don't know. I'm sorry, but and then myself, the day comes, there's gonna be a day that comes when I get in there in the Dirty Boxing ring. I'm very excited for that day. I think that day will come. I don't know when, but I look forward to it. It's always very exciting to sit there and watch up close and personal, maybe get a little blood on the sleeves, and just think about the day that I get to go in there and try those rules. I do it a little bit in sparring sometimes, and so I'm a bit of a homegrown guy out there in Dirty Boxing, starting with the commentary and then making the kind of reversal role where usually you see the fighters, they fight a few times and then they end up like Dustin Poirier. Looks like he's joining the broadcast booth and the commentary team. And, people are excited about that. Well, I'm going to go from commentary to jumping in the ring, and that's going to happen someday.
Yeah, maybe we can see Dave Van Auken get in the ring too. Maybe we can get that happen. But I mean, like you said, just making that step into the ring there. As far as fighters you want to see inside of the Dirty Boxing ring, obviously people will say, Conor McGregor, John Jones. Those are the very easy names. But outside of the big names, what would be the top 3 names you would want to see inside of Dirty Boxing?
Man, Pereira be cool. Myself. Somebody made a meme, was like Mike Perry was sitting outside of Dustin Poirier's house the day after he retired, like waiting to give him a DBX contract or something. Dustin Poirier would be good. Max Holloway, Nate Diaz, man. Nate Diaz would be super cool to have over there. Jorge Masvidal, fun times, man. Myself though, man, I gotta be top of that list. Johnny Bones, our other owner, he wants to fight in Dirty Boxing. Who do you call out? He said Tom Aspinall can get it in Dirty Boxing.
Maybe we finally see that fight happening in the right promotion, right? We get to see more violence in Dirty Boxing than we would see anywhere else. But speaking of yourself, man, you got a fight coming up. I believe it's October 11th. We don't know the name yet, but do you potentially know who you might be fighting?
Yeah, I do. I'm pretty sure I do. I got to cut some weight, and that's going to be the real battle. And I'm working on myself and doing everything in the best possible ways of all the years of experience and knowledge that I've gained, and I'm just doing what I can to be the best version of myself, and really, father, fighter, family, and food, eating healthy, and keeping myself clean as I possibly can, to be my best self. And I know this weight cut's probably gonna make me angry. I look forward to that. I may have had some options on the weight class that was going to be chosen, and I chose to actually have to cut the weight. So I'm going to be on this strict diet. I'm day 6 on keto, just protein, just eggs and steak and chicken. I'm trying my best to do keto. I guess sauces can mess it up. It's hard. But where are these chefs? How much does that cost? How much would that cost me? How much are they charging these guys in the NFL or the NBA, or even some of these UFC fighters get them, or some of these boxers? What's Canelo got? Canelo's got a damn chef that's feeding them breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks and desserts, and they know all their shit, and they can keep his weight, and they just bringing them plates. Like, what's that gonna cost me a month? Don't get me wrong, my wife's doing great, but like, also, I need someone hand and foot just waiting on me to give me that plate of food at all times. I'm starving already. Whoever stands in front of me in October is going to get the hammer on their face, man.
Yeah, can we get Mike Perry a damn chef? Like, obviously, the wife. You got 2 kids as well, father of 2. I know you went and saw Superman, I believe, or Jurassic Park it was, you saw the other day. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I know the family had a good experience with that. So, like you said, I mean, the missus, she's got to go ahead. I mean, she's cornered you in a fight before. She's got to take care of the kids. She's got to,
In all my fights, bro.
right. She's out there doing a lot of jobs.
9 or 10 fights with me.
And I can never.
People don't know that. They know the one time in the UFC, she was the only one there, but she was there for 4 UFCs, I think, 3 or 4 UFCs. The Triller, the 5 Bare Knuckles, the Jake Paul, and whatever my next one is. She's always there. I gotta. I don't know. Sometimes she makes me so mad, and I'm like, I guess that's what she's here for, to piss me off. Just so. But then other times, it's all good. You know what I mean? Sometimes, I don't know. The team was struggling a little bit at the last one. It seemed like, and they're just. I learned some things about myself, about the sport, about the teamwork, and the aspects of it, and. Like I said, I'm working on being the best version of myself, and they're making me wait so long. It's been over a year since I and even longer than that since I fought Bare Knuckle, but Bare Knuckle just seems like so real, and dirty boxing. That's a part of where dirty boxing kind of came into play. It's like the talent pool that we can get with gloves still on our hands. And it's still vicious action, So it's really hard weighing the options when I want to get in dirty boxing and bare knuckle and the boxing ring and the UFC. It's like I want to fight everywhere. I want to fight everyone, but like it's a lot of work just to get one fight. The weight class, the advertisements, the business strategy, all of it. It's just a lot, but I can do it. And it's just, I'm in this position where even the companies I'm working with, everyone's a little like, what's the best move? And they, I guess I got myself in a position where it's hard to find the best option.
Absolutely, man. And I know you gotta run here pretty soon, so I don't want to take up too much more, but I want to play a little game with you. We're just gonna do a little bit of Mount Rushmore, and I'm gonna give you a couple topics. You're gonna give me your Mount Rushmore of it. So we know the Mount Rushmore of MMA. We hear that topic all the time. We know the bad motherfucker title is out there too. Of the most violent fighters, who is your Mount Rushmore top or overall 4?
Overall 4. Oh, oh, dang. Dan Henderson, Yoel Romero, myself, and I don't know. I feel like Khabib was very violent with his grappling and his ground and pound, his punching, and you know, I think he was very dominant. So a bit of that. I mean, I might have to trade myself for Johnny Bones because sometimes when John just started ground and pounding people, man, he was just so violent, so vicious, and he just dominated. Like what he did to Chael Sonnen, he like broke his own toe just to drive that guy into the mat and just hammer him. Um, and he's had some tough fights, but he's always come out on top. I know he's a violent character. Um, I wish we could do 5. I got it, but we'll see. Whatever, man. My next one, I'm gonna have to get myself back up on that Mount Rushmore. My next one is gonna be very violent.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And I know you're a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I know you wanted to walk out to the Halo video game fighter too. So honestly, when you brought DBX out, it's almost like Dragon Ball Championship. So I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. But yeah, give me your Mount Rushmore of anime.
Mm. Man, I guess when I was really watching anime, I mean, obviously Dragon Ball. I really like Dragon Ball Super, Naruto, One Piece, uh, Full Metal Alchemist. I used to watch that one a lot when I was younger. Cowboy Bebop, is that anime?
Yes.
Cowboy Bebop. So I go a little over the 4, but it's hard to just choose 4 sometimes.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And last one for me, I heard a little story that you got called Superman, walking down with a big old 78, 80-inch TV down the road. If you had to give yourself one role to be in a movie or act somewhere, where would it be? My thoughts, I'll give you one real quick. The Mortal Kombat 2 trailer came out. I thought you would play a perfect Johnny Cage. What would you think your perfect role would be in a movie?
That's a good one, man. I would love to be in a movie, man. I would love to freaking be like. I always love the Chinese martial arts movies, like Jet Li's Fearless or Ip Man or Ong Bak the Thai Warrior. Obviously, maybe the Keanu Reeves, The Last Samurai, or didn't they make a joke about something starring a white guy being the last black guy on Earth or something? I could play that one.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Hey, Mike Perry, I really appreciate your time. Like I said, guys, if you're not watching already, make sure you guys check out Dirty Boxing Championships down in Miami. They're going to be, it's 4 weeks from today, going to have Pure Violence, the first heavyweight championship in Dirty Boxing Championships, flexing the guns himself. It's an open carry state here in Florida, so we're good to go. Any final thoughts here, Mike Perry?
Man, you kind of touched it, bro. Tune in August 29th, and stay tuned for some announcements from me and my team and the companies we're working with. So should be some big news this month, and I really look forward to it. I appreciate your time, Fight Bananas. Appreciate you, John. Have a good one. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, appreciate you, Mike, and good luck in everything moving forward with all your endeavors, man.